Hello there, Sabine here. I would like to give you a little context for a video that I would like to share with you. And that was recorded in a session that I had with Tania Briceño. I hope I pronounce it right. I never use her last name because she became a really good friend in the meantime, starting out as a client. And then we also have an exchange because she's an amazing healer. She's using a SCIO machine, which is a bioresonance machine. And I'm just amazed how it works that she can be in Mexico and I can be here in Spain, and she's working with this machine on me, and I have the most amazing results. So anyway, we're doing this beautiful exchange. And the other day she was sharing that she had actually this machine because she started treating her mom who was very sick. And of course, at the beginning, when you are new to something, you don't know exactly how to use it, and it takes you a little bit more time to do so. And so what happened was her mom was very, very critical, and she told her that she was too slow and that it was boring to work with her and all these things. And she was very, very critical in general, not just about the machine and the treatment. And that came up the other day in the session, and Tania was so generous to allow me to show you that little bit of the session that we worked on. And while we were working, I just had this image of a car wash. And, you know, sometimes we allow other people to invade our space, and especially critical people, we take things personal. And then, you know, even in this case, like, you know, years and years and years later, there is still some bad feeling around it. And when things like that happen when we are small, then we might carry with us even, you know, the problem of not feeling valued or not being good enough or whatever it is. So as this came up the other day in the session, I would like to share this video with you. It's about 15 minutes long, more or less. And it shows you how we were working together and we were using a SCIO protocol, but a very free one, you know. I'm using SCIO since 2008. And of course, the longer you use tools, the more you integrate it with something else. And there's a lot of fun in doing that, which is something that a lot of my clients enjoy. And not every session is as much fun as this one. But what is interesting is that you can work on very deep things, even, you know, traumatic things sometimes, and it does not need to be heavy or dramatic. And still you have amazing results and you go really deep, but you do it in a humorous way. And for her, this behavior of her mom was really, really heavy on her. And then after the process that we did in the next days, she felt this liberation of, you know, being free of that ghost of the past of her mom being so critical, and even free from other people that are critical, and she just does not allow that criticism anymore into her world. And so I would like to share with you this beautiful process that we invented in that moment, which is, you know, something that came to me, and she was so into it, and it was just a really great process to share. And this is a little peek into how it is to work with me. So I hope you enjoy it. This is just one of the trillion things that I can offer. But I think it's a fun thing to see. And you can use this image and this process for yourself. You know, this is a very, very powerful image, and you can modify it in a way that it would work for you, whatever your images are. But if you have anyone in your life that is very critical towards you and it's hurtful for you, and it's happening over and over and over again, then you could create this protection layer around you. Normally I do this with a different exercise, and I call it the golden egg, and it's a beautiful exercise that is connected with breathing and grounding and centering. But in this case, it was the car wash bubble. So lean back, enjoy, and hopefully have a lot of inspiration as well. Saying goodbye for now. Bye.
No.
Okay, so with your head straight and your eyes down, you don't need to do anything in specific, but you you just allow your body to answer, okay? It is safe and appropriate to balance for this goal now.
Yes.
Okay. The best way to do this is the car wash bubble. Please follow.
Yes.
Okay. We just created a new exercise. Okay. Head straight, eyes down. So, I so love this. I just created a new exercise. Oh my God, how fun is that? Okay, so close your eyes.
So head straight, eyes down.
Right. No, you don't need to do that. That's already good.
Okay.
So you just close your eyes for a second. And imagine that you are sitting in a beautiful car. Whatever your choice is, whether it's a pink Cadillac or you want to have a black Hammer or you want to have a, I don't know, a Tesla car or whatever it is. So you choose the vehicle, okay? And you imagine all this inside interior, you know, maybe it's out of leather and the colors and the feel to it. And it's just so gorgeous. And you love it. It's your space. No one can fuck with that. It's just your space. You can do there whatever you want to do because that is your space. And you don't let anyone in there who is not nice. And nothing comes in there that is not coming from love and expansion and, you know, positive, pure energy. And then you look at the window and there's your mom there, and she stands outside and she's talking to you, and it's like as if she would spit against the window, and it doesn't matter because it's raining and all that stuff gets just washed away, you know, whatever she's throwing at you, words and emotions, and actually spitting while she's talking because she's so, you know, so enthusiastic about her criticism or whatever it is, you know, whatever it is, the rain just washes it away, and she's standing there out there in the rain, and you're sitting nicely and cozy in your car, whatever the car is, and it's not your responsibility how she is feeling. It's just you sit in your car and that's your kingdom or your queendom in that case, right? And no matter what other people say or do or throw at you, if it's not coming from love and light, you just don't care, and you just allow the rain to wash it away. And you can just enjoy that space. Okay. And then whatever comes up, you know, maybe you want to roll down the window a little bit and say, hey, mom, when you're done with criticizing, you can get dry and get in here. Are you having fun yet with criticizing me? Are you done now? Or you want to stand a little bit longer in the rain? Okay. So just whatever you want to imagine, right?
Yeah.
And you're sitting there, and then, you know, when people come along and they tell you something that is either positive or it's a well meant and well formulated criticism that is constructive and that is intended to help you, because they say, you know, you did this and this really great, but there's this one thing, if you could change that, that would be better. Right? So when it's a constructive criticism, then you just roll down the window and you listen to them. And you take that advice in and you make it yours. And then next time you work with a SCIO, you do it differently. Or next time you do whatever you do, right? You do it differently. You try out something new. So you're open for growth and for transformation. But just when it comes from a loving full source, It not just becomes because someone wants to vomit their opinion over you. And then you can enjoy having the choice whether you want to lower the window or not. You know, you can either keep the criticism out or let it in, depending on what it is and where it comes from. Right? And whenever you feel that you have explored this fully, then you just take a deep breath and you stretch and you come back and we see what we can do to complete this. Oh, well,
Okay.
here we are.
So I'm just in the car
What
listening
car?
to music and just like I had a Cadillac that I loved, a white
Oh,
Cadillac
really?
that I really loved. Yeah, so I was inside my Cadillac again,
Ah, how beautiful is that?
listening to my favorite music, very high volume, dancing to it. I just was like, I
Cool.
can't hear you.
Sorry, I can't hear you. What did you say?
I can't hear you.
I'm so
Whenever you
sorry.
can stop criticizing, you can come in. In the
Wonderful.
meantime, I'm just gonna stay here and listen to my music,
Right.
be in my
Space.
wonderful space that I love.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, so with your head straight and your eyes down, just go back to the same situation. Your mom coming up with that sentence, my God, that what you're doing is so boring and it takes ages. You know, whatever she said to you in Spanish, obviously. Whatever she said, when you're there, swallow.
Easy.
Yay!
Yes.
Cool. Very well. See, this is really, really great.
Session so much, Sabine.
Sorry?
I love this session so much. I don't think I want them to ever end.
Well, we're having a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm inventing new stuff all the time, which is great too.
Great. Great. Just great.
Yeah,
I forgot about that car, and I used to love it so much.
See,
And
here we go.
actually, my mom used to love that to take her ride in that car. She loved it also.
Cool. So you can say, when you want to come with me in my car, you better behave. the famous classic.
I was thinking in this scene, I said and this goes for you, Mom, but for anyone else that comes along and if it's going to be a constructive criticism, the windows will roll down themselves.
Ah, how beautiful is that? Yeah, that's
If
so
not,
true.
they will keep closed. So I shouldn't listen to things I don't want to hear, and it's not for me.
Cool. Great. That's amazing. Okay, cool. So just take a deep breath and let go of everything and anything that you don't need anymore. Just let it go. You don't need that anymore. Cool. So now when you feel about doing sessions, how does it feel?
Great.
So the thing is this, you have, in Italian, we say la prova del 9. I don't know why it's called like that, but it's like, you know, when you have equations and you can calculate them in a certain way, and then you just do it differently, and the same result should come out. And when the same result comes out, then you know that you have the right result. And la prova del 9 is like you have the proof that that is the way it is, right? So
Okay.
so you have your proof on Friday when you do the session with me, because that's something new, right? And then you can just see how it feels like when you are doing that, in terms of feeling insecure or, you know, doubting yourself or whatever it is. So basically on Friday, you have immediately the possibility to observe how you feel in a new different, in a different situation, right? And of course, I'm not your mom. I will not criticize you in that way, but it's still something new that you haven't done like that. And you can observe
I'm kind of nervous about it.
No. Wrong, because you have been nervous till a few minutes ago, but now we have worked on that, and just allow yourself that something new could show up. Okay, don't put it automatically back in the old box. Something opened up, and every time you feel, oh my God, I haven't done that before, then you just think about your white Cadillac. Okay, and what you could do, what is a really nice thing, is to find a picture of that Cadillac. Maybe you have one from your own, or you find it online, and you put it as a screensaver on your phone. So every time in the next 2-3 days, when you take the phone in your hands, you see the white Cadillac. I think you're frozen. Hello, 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 hello. Are you still there?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you hear what I said about the phone?
Yes.
Right.
I heard everything.
You find a picture, and then you put it on the back of your phone, on the back of the screen of your phone. And every time you take your your phone in your hands, you see the picture, you see the white Cadillac. And you remember how much fun we had doing this. And you remember that it's perfectly fine to learn and to try things out. And when there is any criticism that is good for you and positive and constructive, the windows from your Cadillac just go down and you can hear it. And if it's not nice, then they just stay up and you're bulletproofed and soundproofed, and it just doesn't matter. That's, by the way, a typical Italian gesture. Like, you know, it's just like,
I don't care.
Exactly. That's the point. Okay, what are you taking with you from this session?
My white Cadillac.
Yay! Woohoo! That's fun. Yeah, that's so cool.
And yeah, it was really, really nice to bring it back to my memory, because I really had such great times, such great rides in that car.
Well, then now your homework, and you should do it now. Take 5 minutes, find a really nice picture of a white Cadillac, put it on your phone. And then in the next days, every time you look at your phone, you just enjoy yourself. And, you know, give yourself a little bit of wiggle room when you do something new. That's perfectly fine. We are human beings.
Yes.
We're no robots. We're not perfect. Okay. Cool.